guys.
Hey guys.
I'm Ty.
I'm your host Deera.
And welcome to the Girls So Anyways podcast. Today's topic is going to be about how do you find yourself as a woman?
That's a really good topic. So for me, let's just get into it. First of all, let me ask, how are you today?
I'm well. Yourself?
I'm doing all right. I had a really busy week. Y'all know I own my own business, so it was rough, but we made it.
Right.
It's Friday, and it's Carnival. Carnival weekend. We're going to the Jazz Fest this weekend.
Have some good fun.
Yes. Shout out to Brielle Lux Picnic.
Yes, so I'm starting a picnic, you guys. Picnic business. I haven't fully launched yet. I'm in the beginning phases of trying to figure everything out, but I'm going to be at the Jazz Festival at Piedmont. So if you guys are there, don't forget to check me out. Yes.
We'll tag her Instagram below. So let's talk about balancing. That's a great leading topic to talk about our topic today. So how do you find yourself as a woman? How do you not get lost in the sauce and forget that you are a woman and you have to put yourself first sometimes?
I would say start off by self-reflecting. And when I say self-reflecting, figuring out what do you enjoy as a woman, what makes you happy. Also, when it comes into play with being in a relationship, you have to figure out how do you balance time with being in a relationship with your partner, and also finding time for yourself as an individual, including those who also have kids as well, like myself. So for me, my planner and being able to have me time is very, very important to me. My calendar legit is everything. So being able to plan out my days, being able to block out specific times where I'm on Do Not Disturb and I don't answer anyone for that period of time and just take time for myself doing whatever I want to do.
I find it hard. I'm not gonna lie. I struggle with balancing because I work full-time. I'm in school full-time, and I run successful businesses and I'm engaged. So I find it difficult sometimes to balance. I'm still trying to find my center, what works for me, what doesn't. I will say that a calendar has helped a lot more. When I plan stuff out, if it ain't on the calendar, ooh, I don't know. Is that a thing with getting older too? Because I remember being in my early 20s and being calendar. Or in my teens, you remember in high school,
you
the little planners.
We going here Saturday? Yeah, we going. And just remember, I do feel like it's something. It does have something to do with age, and also it comes with taking on a lot of responsibilities as well. Because when you're younger, you don't have any responsibilities. You don't need a job. So I used to call out all the time. It's a lot of things that we didn't have to do back then, but now it's a difference. And now I have to work. I have a child. I have so many things and tasks that I have to delegate. So I need to have a system in place or something in place to keep me accountable. Of course, overall, I'm going to hold myself accountable. But I need something to write down or something to keep me in track.
Right, a physical reminder. I feel for me, my physical reminders, so I have affirmations all over my mirror in my bathroom, right? Wow. Some of them are affirmations about self-care, self-love, but a lot of them are affirmations about get up and do it. Get up and do it. Every day you should be getting up and doing it. It shouldn't be oh my gosh, today I just don't want to, because guess what? Our parents didn't want to, and they did it. Our grandparents didn't want to, they did it.
Of course. And
you have people that depend on you. I do too. So a lot of my affirmations are just telling me hey, don't let the day go by. Seize the day. Be productive. Do this, do that. I feel those are my mental reminder, my physical reminders, but also putting stuff in my calendar. And another thing that I've figured out that kind of works for me is using my weekends as my leisure time and my weekdays. I'm just I'm locked in. I'm buckled in. It's very rare now that I'll pop out on a weekday ever since I started school. Obviously, once I'm done with school, I'll have more free time. But right now, baby, between finals, these classes, oh, Lord, my job, my work, I be like this. I'm dead.
I agree. Right now, I'm the same way. When it comes to affirmations, I need to get better in regards to that. I don't do affirmations as often. I used to write affirmations down, but that is really a good idea. Putting it on
because you see it every day. Every day I go in my bathroom to brush my teeth. Every day I'm in my bathroom to do my get morning ready routine. They're all over my mirror. I'm about to send you a picture, but it's my mirror, and then it's just affirmation. I even have them like in my office. Well, my half office, half bedroom. But I have like them around my calendar on my wall, on my walls. Like just random things like that'll help me to remember my goals and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And it helps me balance because it's easy to get like distracted or to not be able to have that balance or to lose yourself as a woman in your relationship and forget what it is that you was doing in the first place. Like I know for me, when I first started dating my fiance, I was in a really bad toxic relationship before him. And I gave my all to my ex. So when I started dating my fiance, I felt like I have to just give my all to him so that he doesn't, so the same things don't happen as, you know, before. And he's a very like relaxed, chill guy. And he's real like low maintenance. Me on the other hand,
you high maintenance.
Listen, I want it all. I want the balloons, the fireworks, the everything. And he's real low maintenance, so we had to find our balance and be able to like. So yeah, it was hard to like find myself again. And I even went through a period where I wasn't dating before I met him, and I thought I had did all of my self discovery and I was healed and I knew who I was. And then I started dating again. And I got serious with him, and I was like, oh my God, I'm losing myself in him. Not that he was like being, you know, the type of dude that makes you lose yourself, but I think mentally, like, I thought I was healed and ready to date, and like, I know who I am. I'm not going to lose myself in a man again. And then I started to just go overboard. And then I ended up losing myself in him. But ultimately, like, again, the affirmations and just having like balance between work, husband or, you know, fiance, my social life, my friends, you know, my business, it made me be able to find myself again. That ish was hard.
Yeah, I definitely understand. I would say when it comes to me, like being in a relationship, just being able to have designated nights just for y'all, like when it's just you and him, where you can just have bonding time, spend time with each other, have date night. You don't even have to go out and spend money. Like now we're at a point where we can just make fun at the house, like play card games, like just do a lot of things to connect and reconnect and bond. Like that's very important for us.
It's needed. I also feel like another good way for women to be able to thrive on their own outside of their relationship is having a hobby. Do you have a hobby?
I would say I feel like I have a lot of hobbies. Like I do a lot of things. I like working out. I don't do it as often. I like hiking. I do a lot of like outside extracurricular activities. Yeah. What about you? What are your hobbies?
I don't know. I love to cook. So like I have a cooking page a little cooking page on Instagram that I have completely fell off with posting on, but I love to cook. Like when I have free time, that's what I'm doing most of the time. Like I love to make new recipes or to try stuff I've seen online. I'm also like really big on travel. I like to travel. I like to go to the beach. That's really been a struggle over here in Georgia with no beach close by. Because you know I grew up on the beach, so like not being near the beach is like stressful, baby. Like some days I'd be like, this is heaven. Not for real, but like, oh my God. Like,
you know, it's crazy. I don't know why I forgot about cooking because I love cooking now.
Yes.
Ever since it's being able to cook on my own rather than not being in my parents' house.
Right.
Like top tier.
It's like I make what I want. I love this for us.
It is so amazing. I love cooking and I love baking too, but it's a lot of I mess up a lot of meals with baking.
Time.
I tried making cakes, they were dry. I tried making brownies.
From scratch?
Yeah.
What you be using?
I be finding stuff on YouTube.
She said they tried.
I be messing up the stuff.
No, we need to film one of our podcasts cooking. Like, no cap. One of our podcasts should be just like us cooking, but also talking about some real stuff. Because I feel like that's okay.
That's funny. And traveling too. I recently got into traveling like a couple years ago. I love learning new things about other people's culture, just hearing about the history. Of course, we're going to have fun and turn up. Just being able to go out of town, like relax, have fun, eat the different types of food. I feel like other cultures' food is very like different from ours, like from American food, more fresher, better in quality.
Agreed. Agreed 100%. Yeah. Like my favorite pastime other than like traveling and cooking, is definitely like doing my own hair. Is that weird?
No, that is not a hobby.
Like I'd be like, I wonder if I could do this style, and I'll just do it. Most of the time I can't. They be looking crazy.
But as long as you try.
I be trying.
Something else that I've recently done for like self-care, I would say, is I made a self-care jar. Ooh. And yeah, it's like little, I know what it's called. It's like little sticks, colorful sticks. I got it at Walmart, and I put a lot of stuff on there, like go learn pottery, date night, or just a whole bunch of like different ideas
that
I do by myself. And I've been implementing it a lot, but I haven't done it weekly how I said. I've been doing like monthly. But yeah, I really love it, so I just shake it up a little bit, pull out, and whatever it says.
I think I'm gonna do that. That's a really good idea.
It's a self-love jar.
Like I need to do something like that because, like I said, I've been like struggling with finding my balance lately because I'm just so busy. Like school, no joke. I own like 2 businesses, so I'm constantly like last night I went to sleep at 3 a.m. and I was up at 8. Wow. No. Sleep. And so like finding time for myself or to do things for myself is like very rare. But I need to like find my balance and be able to get some calmness, like a center. So I'm like really big on knowing what my purpose or my passion is in life. What are some of your passions, or what do you think your purpose is in life? Or it could be multiple purposes.
Overall, I would say, like, according to how the Bible, basically our purpose is to just serve God and work, and He'll reward us. But like being here, I do feel like we have to work, and of course, I'm not a basic woman. Like I want a lot of nice things. I want quality items. I want to work in a space where I'm served, I'm paid well. Yes. Overall, I feel like my purpose is to work within the healthcare industry while building like my 9-to-5 career, and on the side building my business or businesses when I get to that point, and eventually letting the 9-to-5 corporate world go. And I would say it's hard to figure out what your exact passion is, or what's your correct job title, or what do you want to do every day, because this job that you're going to be working is legit half of the time that you're doing. You spend
more time at the work than you do at home.
Yeah. So I would say a lot of times we just have to do some self-discovery. Yeah. Figure out what are your passions. Do you like people? Do you not like people? Do you like IT? Do you want to be your own boss? Just know, like, there are pros and cons to each everything. Yeah. So that's, even though I'm 27, I'm still at that stage where I'm still trying to figure out, what does Teimyrna enjoy doing? Yeah. What do I want to do for the rest of my life? I can't give an exact answer. It's so hard.
It's so much. Yeah. And I feel like I'm a firm believer that God doesn't have just one purpose for us. I think as, followers of Christ, our purpose is always to serve Him. But I think we have like little mini purposes, right? Like, who are we? What are we supposed to put here on earth by God to do? What should we wake up and strive for every day? I have multiple. Like, one of my big ones is, I feel like one of my purposes is to inspire. And I don't know what that looks like. I've always been like a really talkative person. Yeah. I've always like been into speaking in front of large crowds, which is why I'm going into the area of work that I'm going into career-wise. Because I've always been like a talkative person. I've never been afraid to talk in a crowd full of 100,000 people. I don't care. I'm going to say what I got to say. So I'm like, maybe that's one of my things is I'm supposed to inspire people. What that looks like, I'm not sure. I'm letting God lead the way. I'm just going with the flow, and seeing where it takes me. But another one for me is to inspire, but also to lead. And I don't even know what that looks like. Like, I don't know if I've always been like a leader in everything that I do. Like, growing up, I was always the president of this, captain of this, the head of this, the head of that. Even into college, even now, I'm still the leader, the same way. So I don't know if that means like I'm supposed to be in charge of something, but I mean, I'm still young, so with time, have plenty of time, right? With time, God will reveal that to me as I continue down this path that I'm going down. But I think that a lawyer is the perfect match for me to be able to still like talk while getting paid, but also to like inspire and lead. And I don't really know what that looks like in the lawyer community, but I'm excited. I feel like God has a purpose for everyone,
of course,
or multiple purposes, and I feel like I am getting a glimpse into what mine may be. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I'd say we always go into like different phases of, is this for me? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Yeah, we're gonna always do that, because you may be at a job for like 2 or 3 years. You're like, I'm tired of this. I want to do something else. So it's a constant battle of figure out what you want to do.
Yourself. Yeah. I know for a fact, like I say this all the time, but you're never going to be the same person as you was yesterday. Damn sure not the same person you was going to be 2 years ago or a year ago.
You definitely
so every day is like a new day to reinvent yourself, to repurpose your life, to repurpose yourself, to say, okay, you know what? I've decided that doesn't fit me anymore. That's not who I was. The person that I was yesterday is not who I am today. And this is who I want to be today. And this is, what I want to do. And I'm thankful that we can wake up every day and get to choose what we do with our 24 hours.
Of course.
You can either choose to be miserable and not happy and not living in your purpose, or you wake up and decide, this is my purpose and this is what I'm doing.
And put those steps and put into action whatever it is you want to do.
Whatever it is that you want to do.
Because everything is possible.
I feel like you're a perfect example of that. Yeah. Of like, you're living in your purpose. You didn't let being a mother come in between you and your goals and what you wanted to do. A lot of people, once they get pregnant, they're like, I'm done.
A lot of times with everything, faith, hard work, and discipline, you have to have a plan, put into action, and just do it.
Absolutely.
I'm not one of those people that say, oh, because I had a baby, I had to stop this and that. Of course, with support, and even if I didn't have the support that I have, with my child now, I would hire a nanny to help me.
Something.
There is always a way, or there's always a solution to something that we need.
I agree. And I'm also the type, just like you said you would hire that nanny, baby, I'm the type to pay that money if it's going to be a convenience. I don't know if that's like a thing with age or what, but the older I've gotten, the more I'm likely to spend some money on if it's convenient for me.
I definitely, I agree, because now I'm at a point where a lot of times I get backed up with stuff. Yeah. For example, like I hosted a grad party on the boat, and I got backed up. Yeah, it was fine. I got backed up on my cleaning in the house. I got backed up with folding and washing clothes. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
What am I gonna do?
Yes, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, do I need a cleaner? Like, it just makes you contemplate.
She texts me like,
So I do feel like if you have the funds to pay for convenience and make your life a lot better, those 2 hours that you can spend planning your life, enjoying yourself, going to the spa, whatever it is, if you need those extra hours, hire somebody. Or if you have the money, I say do it.
If you have the money, if you're financially in means to be able to spend a little bit extra on some luxury things that we don't typically get every day, that's a form of self-care for me. I'm sorry. Like, Instacart, that's a form of self-care. Uber Eats, a form of self-care. Like, because, baby, I don't be having time. I really sometimes do not have enough hours in a day.
Wow.
So if I can get my meals for the week Instacart it, I'm going to do it. Jay be like, yeah, that's just so lazy. I'm like, so you going to go to the grocery store with this list? And then he be bringing back smoked chicken instead of smoked turkey. Like,
let's not get on the men and the groceries. They cannot go in the grocery store and get the right stuff.
And he be having the nerve to tell me you're spending $60 on an Instacart instead of just going to the grocery store because you can't grocery shop.
I feel like they pick up whatever they see in front of them
and don't look at the price. Like, I give him a set, like, this is how much we're spending on groceries this week, right? Because this is the only things we need. I tell him, okay, baby, you should have spent more than $120 on groceries for these items that we getting. He come back, this man done spent $250.
Oh my gosh.
What did you buy? And it'd be stupid stuff. Like, and then he go sneak all this like nonsense into the cart. I'm like, you don't need to be eating any of this. You go get a beer belly. Like, what are you doing?
That is so funny. But definitely pay for convenience.
Right.
You can pay for
I'm definitely paying for it.
I'm here for it.
Okay. Everything is a luxury these days, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Most definitely. It was a good podcast.
This was a good episode.
Yeah.
Let us know what y'all think about it in the comments. let us know what our next topic should be.
Give us some tips.
Yeah.
What is your form of self-care? How do you embrace yourself as a woman? Like,
yes. Well, how do you balance? Let us know. I'm always interested to hear how other people do it because I could take a tip or two from that. So,
same.
Let us know.
And always, thank you.